Crunch time
with Ryan Kordziel.
It's Crunch time.
What a game! Unbelievable!
This is Kordziel Krunch
with Ryan Kordziel.
Hello and welcome to Kordziel Krunch. The 1993 World Series marked the second consecutive year that the Toronto Blue Jays were in the Fall Classic. Led by players such as Roberto Alomar, Pat Borders, Ricky Henderson, and Paul Molitor, among others, the Jays were a dominant team. They were facing off against the Philadelphia Phillies, who had a formidable team of their own, including Lenny Dykstra, Darren Daulton, and Curt Schilling. The Blue Jays had a 3-2 lead heading into Game 6 in Toronto, and they wasted no time jumping on the Phillies early in Game 6. Devin White walked in the first inning, and Paul Molitor drove him home immediately with a triple, and the Jays had a 1-0 lead.
Molitor to right center, well hit. Eisenreich on the run, looking up, it's off the wall. White speeding toward third. He'll come around to score. Molitor into third with a triple. And the Blue Jays lead 1-0.
Joe Carter then singled to score Molitor, and John Olerud doubled. Roberto Alomar singled to drive home Olerud, and the Jays had a 3-0 lead after the first inning. The Phillies answered in the fourth as Darren Daulton doubled, and then Jim Eisenreich singled to bring him home and cut the lead to 3-1. In the bottom of the fourth, Roberto Alomar slapped a leadoff double and moved to third on a groundout. Ed Sprague hit a sacrifice fly to bring him home and increased the lead to 4-1 Blue Jays. The Jays almost got into trouble in the fifth as they loaded the bases with 2 outs, including 2 errors. But Dave Stewart got Dave Hollins to ground out and end the inning before the Phillies could score. In the fifth, Paul Molitor hit a solo home run to increase the lead to 5-1.
Josie said he wouldn't know till tomorrow. Molitor reducing the likelihood of a Game 7 somewhat with a tremendous blast into the second deck and left. They were chanting MVP very faintly in some sections of Sky Dome when he stepped in. That's a chant that might pick up some...
The game really picked up in the 7th inning. Dave Stewart allowed a walk and a single to the first 2 batters, and then Lenny Dykstra sent a 3-run home run over the right field wall, and all of a sudden it was a 5-4 game.
Well hit to right, way back, and that one is way out of here. Second deck home run for Lenny Dykstra, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game, 5-4.
Mariano Duncan singled following the home run, and then stole second base. Dave Hollins singled to bring Duncan home and tie the game at 5 apiece. Daulton followed with a walk, Jim Eisenreich singled, and Pete Incaviglia hit a fly ball to center field to score a run and make it a 6-5 Phillies lead. The Jays' offense failed to get anything done the next 2 innings, but their bullpen kept them in the game by keeping it a 1-run affair. In the bottom of the 9th inning, the Phillies sent Mitch Williams to the mound, and he had his work cut out for him, as he was set to face Ricky Henderson and Paul Molitor. He walked Henderson to start the inning, and got Devin White to fly out. Paul Molitor singled, and then Joe Carter stepped up to the plate. Carter had hit .259 in the championship series, and worked a 2-2 count against Williams. On the 5th pitch of the at-bat, Carter launched a home run to win the series for the Blue Jays.
Joe has had his moments. 2 balls and 2 strikes on it. Here's the pitch on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Carter's home run was only the second walk-off home run in World Series history after Bill Mazeroski's in 1960. Tom Cheek's iconic call has been cited as one of the greatest broadcasting calls in sports history. 3 members of the 1993 Blue Jays have been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Second baseman Roberto Alomar, designated hitter Paul Molitor, and pitcher Jack Morris. That'll wrap up this episode of Kordziel Krunch. Join me next week when I take a look at some more iconic moments in sports history. For Kordziel Krunch, I'm Ryan Kordziel. Thanks for listening.
Kordziel Krunch.
With Ryan Kordziel.
Ryan Kordziel. Crunch time.